Welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, and I want to start this video with a bit of an apology. This video is going to be a day late because yesterday I've got a cold. You may notice it on my voice, and given the current situation that kind of triggered a little bit of a worry, but it is actually a cold, not the other thing. But yesterday I just couldn't do any recording whatsoever, so this is why this video is a day late. And on a similar vein, I'd like to say a big thank you for all your comments and feedback. You guys just give me so much to think about when I'm playing this game. And I'll just give you a roundup of some of your comments. A big thank you to the person who pointed out that my distribution office here was not set up correctly for boards. I've now fixed that, so we are now exporting boards. Also, somebody's pointed out that, and this is particularly relevant, the fact that we are going into winter, that my small heat exchanger here is overloaded, so I'm gonna have to think about putting another heat exchanger, say probably down in this area here. So that's something I'm going to need to think about. And of course, in the last part, I laid down my farm down here, and that has triggered a surprising numbers of comments and feedbacks. And I think in many ways you are right. I have made a mistake by putting the farm up here. It should have been about here alongside this distribution office. But I think I can get it to work. I mean, especially once I've upgraded these roads a little bit. Because at the moment you can see the trucks are running a bit slow. We're now in September and we've still got quite a lot of crops to pick up. So I've got a feeling we are going to get some losses in here. But the problem is, I think I've got a spare slot here, but I can't really afford to put another truck on there. Because see, we're running at 63,000 and we've got quite a lot of jobs to do. But I mean, I've got a fair amount of crops in the silo here. We've also got 185 tons in there, and I think we've got a little bit of in here, which is keeping the alcohol supply going. Of course, we're not going to get enough crops from this single farm to feed the population. And the other thing I've done since the end of the last part is I've actually kicked off the production of this here. But you can see they're actually waiting. I'm just going to speed the game up a little bit now. Getting towards the end of the intro. So in this part, we need to focus on just pushing the economy forward. I do have a problem with the sense my population is growing, so we're going to have to look at building another apartment block. We've got the school here that I don't think I really need at the moment, because we're done there. I wouldn't mind getting another hotel built. And of course, one thing I would like to do is do some work up on here. I mean, I certainly would like to get the prefab factory built and this store. Another thing I want to do is rework this area here, because I'm thinking about opening up the mine here. And of course the problem is that you can't cross conveyors. So what I'm going to do is we're going to get rid of this, and we're going to be a little bit careful here. Make sure I do the tower, not the overhead cables. And we're just going to get rid of you. And I think we'll just snick out these little bits of road as a footpath there, like that. We'll keep this here. I think the better solution will be to bring the conveyors out here and put the brick factory up here. But first thing I need to do is, well, we can let the game run at the moment with respect. Oh, look at that. What's that there? Let me just press that. Wow, okay, we've got some little bits of road here that aren't finished. I'm going to assign you to the road crew, and possibly this one as well. I really want to clear up some of these odds and end roads, but we're not making the money. That's the problem. And I can't remember, what's my loan situation like? Yeah, we still got 54,000, and I think that's kind of holding up the whole income process at the moment. And how is my economy? You see, we're not exporting that much, just doing boards and clothes and alcohol at the moment. A little bit of a congestion here as well. I'm starting to worry a little bit about this, because I keep getting trucks stuck in here waiting for clothes. Well, he's just picked up some clothes as well. So I think these small trucks are starting to cause a bit of a problem. So once I've got the money, I think we're going to upgrade them, and we'll move them somewhere else and use them for something other than this. I want to get this finished before I push on to other projects. Of course, we are going into winter, but I better crack on a little bit with what I want to do here. The first problem is going to be, I think we're going to have to, well, we're definitely going to have to use the modded version of the conveyors. Now, this is a road connection, so we can get away with, oh, come on, game. Oh. We're going to have to start, can I push this out a little bit? Yeah, it's about as far as I can get it. We got this along here. And what I would like to do with this is going to have to be a road connection. Is trying to get here and point in that direction. What we'll do is we'll put this in as a marker so that when I plan the brick factory up here, I know I've got to leave a gap along here. And first things first, what we're going to need to do is put in a small aggregate store. That's the input side, so we're going to need to kind of have something. Now, I'm going to bring conveyors down here. I probably would bring them into this area here. In some ways, this power cable is a bit of a mistake as well. It should have gone across the top part of the road there. I think if we can get that in, say, about here, like that, and then of course we're going to use the small brick factory. We're not going to need that many bricks here. The roads are really facing the wrong way, but at the end of the day, once we've built the small store, we don't really need that road connection. So I don't think I want to. Now we're going to have a factory connection, which means the factory connection is going to have to run over that terminal. I think maybe we'll stretch this a little bit far, like that. Then we'll come to here. Apologies if my voice is starting to croak a little bit. I can feel it already, and we're only a few minutes into this video, so apologies for that. I mean, that gives us a bit of waste space above, but I think we're just going to have to live with that. Now, the question is, can I get a conveyor over here? Mod. This is a road connection, so what we should be able to do is... Oh, look at that. Oh, that was there. Come on. Oh, I like that. So this leaves that this area open for moving up that way. I wouldn't mind building this road as well, but not at the moment. I'd rather my road crew focus on that. And somebody actually did post a comment about that I need more road crews, and to be honest, I would love to have more road crews, but at the moment I just can't afford to finance the equipment for another road crew, so we're gonna have to live with what we got. Because what I would like to do is extend this road up this way, and we got the, what we call it here, coal mine here, and then what I would like to do is like have a coal mine here and an ore processing plant, and then what I'll probably do then is put a road construction crew up here so that I can push the road through to here, and the same also going this direction. Once we've actually got everything settled down in this area, what I'd like to do is get at least one of these bridges built, and then we'll push a road across into, say, this area here, and we'll have another construction crew over here working. So that's the idea in the long term. And the problem at the moment is we just got to get everything put together here, and then more importantly have an economy that actually gives me some money. And this is the reason why I'd like to get the prefab factory up and running, also the cement factory here, because if we can get this running we can start making some money. And somebody also posted a comment about the fact that I really need these upgraded, and they're correct actually. Oh, we've had a fire. Oh, that's a bit. Okay, where was the fire then? Ooh. Right, let me just keep an eye on here. We've got 68,000. This is saying steel. Yep, we're gonna have to get our little guy running because I was planning that. I've missed that. I've kind of slowed up my own production here. So you need 9.4 tons of steel. You need 3.6. So 2 runs should be enough for that. Right, we're now on the 30th of September. How's my farms going? I've still got the odd crops still out here. I think the harvesters have done their job nearly. The real problem is going to be the trucks, and I think we really need to upgrade this a little bit. I mean, we got 609 tons in there. We've got 244 in there. And we've got 12 tons in there. Because what I actually did is I changed the distribution offices here to accommodate for this length of road. The trucks in this office are only gathering the crops from the fields and putting it into this silo, and it's the trucks in this office who are actually pushing the crops up to the silos. They've also got a contract, I think, I can't remember now, to pick up from a couple of fields as well, but these fields are very close to this area here, so they don't, these trucks here don't wander off all the way down here. So I mean, we're in October, we probably are going to lose some crops, but that's the way it goes. I'm not going to worry too much about it. I mean, eventually we will get the resources necessary to well, upgrade the roads so the trucks will move faster, and also we'll get the extra trucks in here as well. Right, how are we doing? I'm just kind of quite happily talking here. If you guys have got the steel, let's just check. So actually what I really need to do is these guys on another job. They're only doing 2 jobs at the moment. I think I'd like to get that built there. Oh, what we got here? Global markets. Price of coal oil is going down. Thank you, game. I just need some coal. Wow. We're definitely going to have to build another apartment block as well. So many things to do and not enough cash to do it with. Here's my little truck. You, I'm afraid, have got to go back to the depot. You're draining my money again. We've got 8 tons of steel in there for various bits and pieces. Actually, let me see. You're actually finished, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to allocate you to this one as well. And anything else here? Unable to pub. I mean, these people are happy. Kindergarten's filling up. Let me just see. Now, I've got some slightly smaller buildings I've been picking up recently for a new project. Things like this, which are really meant to fit with say a more older style town, but I actually quite like them, so I think I'm just going to go into here. Somebody did pass a comment about my footpaths, and I think it's quite important to realise that you can get away with building short footpaths inside of the city, because once the gravel's delivered to here, if you've got any unemployed workers, you can see we've got 130 unemployed workers. The workers will walk from their apartment block to contribute, because they're being very much socialist members of the community, contributing towards the growth of the city. Of course, once the gravel's been delivered, of course, that should be picked up now because I've put the footpath on auto search. Well, in fact, these guys don't have any other jobs. Let me just go around and just have a little bit of an allocate session. I'd really like to tidy up some of these roads. I only want that built. We need to put a road in there. This is built. Certainly wouldn't mind starting on some of these factory connections as well. Come to think of it. Of course, we're going to need to put the roads in here. And the inclination is to bring a road through, say like that. If I get under the We're going to have to deliver coal here, so I think what is that will split. Let me just cancel that. I think to start with, because we're going to have to put power in here as well, I think we'll build that first. We'll just allocate you to the road crew. There. I wouldn't mind building that as well. I mean, we're going into winter, so we might as well keep the road crew busy. And we'll put that little connection in there. We've got a little bit of dead road here. And part of me would like to put a road connection through there as well, so that vehicles from here that want to deliver up to there. Yeah, I think I will. Oops. No construction. That's because I've allocated all those jobs, isn't it? It's my own fault. Right, so we've now got this set up. What I need to do now is just change the distribution office here, because at the moment you're picking up food from the food factory. I don't want that now. What I want is for you to pick up the food from there, and we'll remove you from the food factory. And what that means is that the food that should be flowing into here, and well, we might leave crops. Let me just limit the amounts. Take out chemicals and fabric and alcohol and clothes, although we may use it for clothes later. Actually, I'll leave a little bit of clothes storage in here. Electrical components and mechanical components. Actually, I'm gonna leave a little bit of electrical components in here and mechanical components. Not that much. Turn off electronics. Actually, let's do it this way. Don't want plastics. I'm gonna put a little bit of electrical components in. The reason why I'm keeping components on here is that eventually, in order to speed up the process, what we might do is move the mechanical components and electrical components to here. So we're going to start to get the food flowing into here. Yeah, because this was full anyway, which was slowing up the production here. So that should speed up the production of food. How are we doing? Well, we still got the odd little bits and pieces out here. 4 tons, 4 tons, 2 tons. So we haven't lost that much. Our trucks have picked up virtually everything. Probably got the majority of the stuff out there. We got 700 odd tons, which has probably slowed up the trucks as well, because the silo would have filled up. Yeah, so there's a possibility that that delay was caused by the fact that the silo filled up. So we got effectively a full silo going into the winter, plus what we've got stored up here. We've got 281 there, and we've got the crops flowing there. What we got here? Got a fire. Okay, it's on fire. Okay, it's done. Just get rid of you there. You actually need prefab panels. You need some steel. We don't have any steel, so we're gonna have to get the noddy truck running again. So it looks like the hold up is actually the prefabs. Certainly got that there. How much does this need? I'm not sure if I actually need this just at the moment. Kindergarten. How's the kindergarten? Yeah, I think we're okay at the moment. I don't feel that I need to do this. And of course, the next thing I'm going to need to do is get in a heat pump. Well, actually, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Actually, no, we need to get this road built first, because I need to put a power supply into this area here. Because I'm pretty sure that we know this has got power, but these won't have power, because as far as I know, the power runs out about here. So we've got a bit of a dead zone here. And a steady supply of food in here. I mean, the prefabs are, I think, because my money's dropping, what we're going to need to do is just concentrate on one job at a time. Right, this guy's going to drop off one more load of steel, and then we're going to have to call a stop because we're down to 55,000 again. Back to the depot. Right, how am I going to put in this heating plant? Let me just see. So you're covering the whole city, and you're and you're 153%, which probably means that if I come in here, heating, what I'm looking for is a heating plant that will be covering, we're going to have to use the small heat exchanger. What I would like it to do is cover, say, the bottom part, so you cover the top half. And we could push this down, say about as far as here. One thing I can never remember with these things is where the connector is. Let me just try and zoom in. But really and truthfully, it's got to be that way, isn't it? Unless I build it like that and put in a... There's another thing I'm considering is that I don't want to put more than 2 small exchangers on this heating plant. So what I'm half thinking about is we've got a little bit of some woods here. What I might do is plant up more trees in this area and have a wood burning power plant coming in from the bottom should I need it. That's right, back concentrates. If I put it in, say about, that's 385. I think if we put it in about here, this way round, like that, because that's right next to the power supply. Yeah, I think we go that way. And then we'll just build a mud road. I'll curve it round a little bit like that. Now the fun bit is going to be getting a pipeline up to here, because I don't want a pipeline in here. And I mean, ideally I would like the pipeline to run down around here. The problem is these power cables are close to the road, so we're going to go under the power cable over the road. So maybe this wasn't such a good idea. I mean, I could come across like this. Oh, we got a new vehicle type. A new tractor. That'd be nice. Not that I need a tractor, but... Okay, how are we doing? Wow, we've nearly got this built already. It's pretty good. Are we off for steel? We're out of steel again, and we're running out of money. Prefab panels. These prefab panels that are doing me in, isn't it? But I really would like to get this hotel done, because if I can get this hotel done, we might get some more money. So I'm gonna have to try and push it a bit, I think. Yeah, we've got 3 trucks of prefabs here waiting for... It's not working that well, is it? And what we got here? We've got clothes, alcohol, clothes, alcohol. Wait, you're holding up my production line here. Yeah, these small trucks are probably more of a pain than anything else, but I'm just gonna have to... Yeah, oh well, we're just gonna have to live with it. I mean, winter's coming. Actually, talking of winter, what you've got lined up here, you've got no jobs at all. Okay, so what we're going to do is start filling in this section here. Oops. Okay, we'll just do this. Anything else here that we can build? You, let me get you on the road crew. Just going to keep a very tight eye on that cash. Transport recruit. I think when you're at this point in the game, it pays just to ease back a little bit when you go into winter. Try and build up some cash, and hopefully that will solve a problem. So we'll get the road crew down here. Was that actually allocated? And hopefully through the winter months we'll be able to get a lot of this actually all connected up, so it'll be a bit more efficient in the future. Right, it's now starting to ease off a little bit. The trucks are pulling out, they're delivering that stuff. And what do you need? You need 3.0 tons of steel. So we're gonna have to gamble on this. We'll have to keep a very close eye on this guy. Go on, unload. So we're getting a little bit of a truck board export now. Yeah, they're coming in and picking up the boards. I'm starting to wonder whether you're really worth the effort. I think you're more of a hindrance than a help, so I think we're going to send you to that depot. Because you just don't have the capacity to be really effective. Because maybe I've just got too many covered holes in here. Yeah, we only got open hole, open hole. Yeah, I think these small ones here, I'm just going to need to replace them. Although in some ways they're good for shipping the alcohol and clothes, but it's just that they don't have that excess little bit of capacity. Right, so you're now waiting on steel. Where's my steel truck gone? He's got away from me, and he's going to bankrupt me if I'm not careful. There he is. I'm going to have to keep an eye on him. Got a new vehicle. Looks like we've got a new train. That's a distant thought, isn't it? Having a train. So we're clogged up again. Just deliver your steel so I can get that hotel finished. I think if we can get that hotel finished, that might actually help me. How much am I earning from hotels at the moment? Yeah, about 21,000 a month. I will get back to playing this out. Apologies for that. I just need to try and micro some of this stuff. Right, we've now got this built, so we can put that road in as well. And I think we'll just allocate you to there, Gosport Road crew. And we're going to need to get the power supply in here. Wow, they've built the factory connections. I just really need to get this prefab factory finished. So maybe I don't need to shift the focus onto that. Well, right, so we just need another 11 tons of prefabs. So definitely need to get the prefab factory up and running if hotels need prefabs. We should get it there. We're in November. Let's have a quick look. I mean, I'm not sure if we got any losses from the farms, but we're okay. That's built, that's built. I'd like to put those two. Keep the guys on their toes. Just keep pushing this out. Oh, that was a failure. I auto purchased it. Luckily it was only a small short length of road. That could have been a very bad mistake. That could have wiped out all my cash. Of course, we're now in winter. Everything's going to slow down very much. And of course, I'm actually building this, so that's going to put more pressure on this, isn't it, when these are finished? I really do need to get this built as well. Piping. I mean, I could come out this way round and follow the road down, the railway down here, come in this way rather than go that way. Right, let's see if we can get a heating pipe out here. I come this way and you have to go over the bridge there. And then we're on down. Oops, wrong way. And we run that way down there. And we'll just curve this pipe round. We put it relatively close to the railway. Like that. don't think it's going to curve for me, is it? Yeah, we're going to have to come there. Whoops. Problem's going to be getting across here, isn't it? Don't know if I'm going to be able to get across here. Have to come up like that. Oh, this. Well, that's pretty horrible, isn't it? But I think we're just gonna have to live with it. And come down here. Yeah, we'll just respect that curve there. That's a lot longer than it would be if I come this way, but I think in the long term it's gonna be expensive to build. But I think if we I think running it round here will just stop it cluttering up that area there, so we're going to accept that. How expensive this is. That's 20 tons of steel, but that's not the full length, I don't think, is it? That's down to there. And so that's going to cost me about 40 odd tons of steel to build that. Wow. Moment I'm running along virtually on dry at the moment. So we've got the hotel running. We need some guests. Come on. And we've got the auto purchase on, so I'm pretty sure these hotels seem to be on auto purchase by default, I think. And we're just going to add you to there, and I'll push you up to 90%. Stop messing about, game. I need some tourists, please. I've got tourists at the border. Yeah, we've got tourists at the border. I suppose we just need... I'm just being impatient. I'm for getting the bus in. I mean, my rating is creeping up slowly. Right, we need to get this finished. This is waiting for steel. This needs 0.242 of... Right, guys, you're going to have to do a single run of steel. And then I'm going to have to wind the jobs down for winter to try and build up a cash reserve again. Right, there's the... Oh, we got some tourists. Yeah, I think that auto purchase for the hotel drained away some of my money as well. Well, mini truck. There we are. And it looks like we don't have many trucks in here. We're just going to do the one delivery. Yeah, back to there. And what's the global report? The price of coal ore in global markets has risen. I suppose because it fell, but it's rising again. Got a feeling that although I've put this pipeline in, we're in winter. I mean, is anyone suffering? Is anyone complaining about low heat? Let me just see. If 50%, 53%. I've got a feeling we're going to have to try and get through this winter without building this, because I can't. I need to build up a cash reserve. Okay, we've now got some tourists coming in. Yeah, classic mistake there. Whenever you build a hotel, always set the limit, because you can see here what's actually happened is the food has effectively dominated the there, and that's preventing the alcohol deliveries now. So we may have a problem with tourists in the short term until that food has been consumed. So what you've got to do is limit the amount so that it always splits 50-50. Yeah, that's a bit of a fail. I'm doing very well today, but and as I said at the beginning of the video, I've got a bit of a cold at the moment. It's having quite a major effect on me at the moment. What I wouldn't mind now is to put in a power supply. I mean, we could put it in that way, and then we can run. I mean, I could put it Although part of me says it'd be nice to have it, say, about here, covering. See, we don't need that, so we could put it there, but then it's not. When I wouldn't mind. I know, strictly speaking, you don't need power to quarries, but I'd like it to cover this area as well in case I put something in. Actually, what I could do is have them, not mods, but power transfer. Which tower? What's that? I never knew that. Power substation. What you can get is, I just have to try and zoom in a little bit and show you. What you've got is these angled substations, which can be quite useful when you're wanting to put something like this in, where you want the power cables to go that way. Can't build due to infrastructure. Substation. I think if we could put that in, say, about there, that's, yeah, I mean, that's pretty close. So if I put it in, say, about there, I think what I will do though is, just to save a bit of money, is put you in as a dirt road. I don't think I need the full 2.35. We can go for this. We're aiming for there, aren't we? So if I come through there, flip over that curve, the road there, and just accept that. Again, we're not going to build that just at the moment. Right, we've now got that. That means this guy's probably out of jobs now. Yep. Next job, prefab. Get you working on this area. Temperature is too low. You actually, oh, you're not actually in range, nor you. Well, it's too late to change this. This one must have been out of range for some time. So we got a whole series. I think the problem we got is that overload on here. Yeah, we're up to 179% now. And that is actually, yeah, we're down to 44% now. We're going to have an effect on our population now. Deaths. We're going to have to blag it. We're in December. There's nothing I can do about it. What we're really going to need to do is get this online through the summer. This built. Oops, they clicked funding again. And what I wouldn't mind doing is, I think we can, what's this here? Why can't I? Why won't this build? What's going on here? Delete this. There's something not right here. I'll have this all the way to there. What that means is we should be able to do this road in one go. Right, I'm gonna have to ease off on the projects now. We got to build get some money going. Yeah, they're probably complaining they can't get alcohol or something like that, but that's okay. Unable to get meat. Probably you're starting to get on the long range extent of the. Yep, they're okay. Yeah, I think we're going to just keep the focus on the prefab factory up here and see if we can get this built. If we can get this built, then what we should be. Why can't we get asphalt? Okay, you're okay for asphalt. It's just waiting for it to be loaded. Yeah, I think if we can get this sorted and then sort out the heating problems. Actual population, wow. What's happening to my So the population is holding at 2,161 at the moment. People are getting a little bit unhappy because they're cold, and we are not getting any escapes yet. So we're not that bad. We're just right on the edge at the moment, which is, yeah. Actually, how much steel do you need? You don't need that much steel, actually. So let's just try and get a little bit of a jump on the process. We're up to 64,000 now, and this shows that if you slow up the number of jobs and control it, you can keep things going. So you need 44 tons of steel though. You need 10 tons, so we could get that finished. The 44 tons of steel are going to be a challenge. I think what's happening now is the hotel is now kicking in. Yeah, they're about 30,000. So building this hotel was a good call. It's actually pushing up our income. I mean, do we still have... yeah, we've got 17 tourists there. I think the hotel was going to save us. Yep. Let's keep an eye on that. Get this built. And anything, you guys got anything? You're down to one unfinished road. Is there anything I can give you just at the moment to keep you busy? I think I'd rather you keep focused on doing this at the moment. We've got this bit here that we could do as well. I think this has got to be your major project. Get here, road crew. It'd be great to have virtually all this done by March, but I can't see it. Yeah, you need workers. Workers is the issue. And ideally, I wouldn't mind, because at the moment I've only got the one bus here. We've got 70-odd thousand. I think what we could do is just going to drop in a second bus just so that we've got a bit more diversity with the projects, because we got the workers. I'm pretty sure we got the workers, yeah. And how's the food? We got the crops going. How much food have we got? We've got 69 tons in there, 21 tons in there. We've still got crops in here, which is doing so. What we got economy wise, exports, nothing. So yeah, clothes were the big export last month. Then imports, bitumen, fuel, or steel. Of course, we're importing meat, which we need to do something about. And we got this. This looks like it's a diesel train. Yeah, let's have a quick look over here. I think we're gonna put some more pine trees down. I mean, we got lots of stuff waiting to pick up. We just don't have that efficiency, and probably we don't have the number of the staff in here either. I mean, my staff are spread out a little bit thin, and our population is stuck at 2,152, which is understandable because it's cold. Yeah, temperature is too low. But we're in January. We should be able to blag our way through this. We're building up a little bit of cash. Just want to make sure you're still building. You're short on mechanisms and staff. I think we're gonna turn our little guy here. Great. We got a little bit of steel in here. We got 6 tons of steel. We get a couple of loads of steel into here. That means that when this wants steel, we'll be able to deliver that, and I think that will also apply to down here, although these have got no workers. So we need to finish these jobs off and then concentrate on this down here. We've actually got workers down here as well. We've got the road crew here. Whoops, you need to do that. Can't afford, we need that field ready by March. How are you doing? Our steel guy. Ah, he filled up quick. Oh no, you were just delivering. You just picked a load up. Where's my steel truck? Although we can afford a few more runs. You're okay. You're waiting for steel and mechanical components. He went all the way round there to get back to here. That was my steel truck. Right, we got 70,000. I'm going to run with another load. Where are you going? Run out of fuel or something, am I? Is that because this road has not been cleared of snow? So he's actually went all the way round that way because these roads were cleared of snow. I'm just going to let this guy run out one more load. Here he comes. Well, you're waiting for everything. Board, steel, and mechanical components. You want a bit more steel. I'm just going to let him run for a little while. I think we got 72,000. I think I just need to get that steel flowing into here because I certainly would like to get the prefabs sorted. Actually, talking of heating, I'm getting the number of workers in and I've got the coal, haven't I? Yep. For a nasty moment then I thought my heating plant was actually fading a little bit as well. We've got 12 tons there. You need 41 tons to get into there. Right, the bus is now turning up here. Hopefully he will drop off some workers. That will complete this stage in the process. And we should be okay. Yeah, we're losing a bit of population now. Escapees because of the cold. Hopefully we will get through this and without taking too much in the way of losses. Flying close to the wind is probably the polite way of saying it. I must admit, I am waiting for a global event that says a harsh winter or something like that. Yeah, we're losing workforce at the moment. So I'm going to need to roll back on the projects so that we're not actually using up workers to do other jobs. So we're going to have to try and solve that problem as well. Right, it's time to sit back a little bit now and see if we can get things sorted out now. Yeah, it says food and meat. What's going on? Why have we got no food or meat? I mean, I've got food. Why are you guys not picking up food? You're here. Building without power supply. Yeah, this you should still be able to pick up here. I don't think we've got trucks to do the delivery, so let's move you over there. Yeah, we got... Yeah, you should deliver the... Right, we're getting some food in here now. Wow. That was close. What's going on with the meat as well? We got the meat. Where's my refrigeration truck? Why aren't you delivering meat? There's something not right going on here. I didn't mess things up, did I? Where's my refrigeration truck? I think the winter is really slowing everything up, isn't it? We got meat there. I mean, you must have just delivered some meat. Well, I think what's happening is that you're actually delivering to here, aren't you? Right, what we're going to need to do is get a second refrigeration truck in here. That's what's causing the problem. Don't want a big one, but I'm going to get you in there. Yeah, what's happening is that because this hotel is demanding meat and it's trying to keep it full, and the same with the food, what's actually happening is that the refrigeration trucks is effectively servicing this all the time and not servicing this. Right, so we're covering the food situation a little bit now. And it's probably the same with the food truck as well, although technically we're not supplying food to there. Just got distracted. Still, guy, get into there. You're spending all my money. Silo. Okay, population. We're down to 1,950, so we're actually emptying out our blocks. We should recover from this. We've got a little bit of food in here now. We're getting some meat, so people are starting to feel a bit more happier. We should be okay. Right, this is built. This needs bricks. What we got in the way of steel? I think we've got more than enough steel to finish the job. And what we got here? What do we need down here? We need bricks, and we got steel. We just need bricks. We've got a shortage of bricks. I've just noticed the time. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it interesting. And what I will do is play on and get out in the winter. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.